Hello, everybody. Happy Black Friday. I hope you guys are having a blast shopping or just diamond painting and watching everybody else shop, which is what I'm doing. I did do a little bit of shopping, tiny little bit, but I didn't buy any diamond paintings. You'll have to wait until Tuesday to find out what the heck I got into. But I am back with my second unboxing of a diamond painting that I forgot. And it was a special diamond painting that I got for my Raven event that I had with my members. So if you don't know, with my members, I do little get-togethers with them, diamond painting kind of sessions. Either we meet on my Discord or we meet up in Google. But I had a special diamond painting event just for them, and it was called the Raven. You did not need a Raven canvas. We were looking at the lessons of the Raven. It was really fun, really interesting, and I hope to be having another diamond painting event with my members after the holidays. So I got this from DPOVER. I just did another re-unboxing of what was it called? Fragments of the Soul. I did it and then I couldn't find it, and then I found it, of course, after I did it again. So there's two for Fragment of the Soul, I believe. Anyway, I got this because I did have a Raven canvas. However, after learning about how smart ravens are and the really big lessons that we can learn from them, incorporate them into our own life, I went a little Raven crazy. I mean, I have gotten Raven books and Raven decals, Raven stickers, Raven journals. And when I saw this, I said, I've got to have this Raven canvas. I'll have to show you the picture first. If you can get that on there, you're going to see a bigger one on the thumbnail, of course. And I love too the color. Ravens are gorgeous. I had no idea that they could talk either. None. Did you know that? I didn't know that. This is a very limited amount of drills. 37. Well, my other one had 38. And what I like to, right off the bat, I can tell you what I like off the bat right away, is the symbols. Is that crazy? And I guess you didn't think I was going to say that. But when they give you a number for a symbol, they make sure it's in, numerical order, so you don't get confused. Because a lot of times you'll see number 1 and they make the symbol 5. It's like, what were you thinking? So if it's a 1, it's the first color in the drills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's usually what they go up to, and then they go into an alphabet, and then they go into like very easy symbols or a lowercase. And I love that they make the Z backwards, and they don't use S. They do use 5, and they put the letter Z backwards. I like that because those are the ones that we get confused with, isn't it? I don't know if they do that deliberately or if they knew to do that. This is a velvet backed canvas. It has a scalloped edge. It is stitched here. Now, I did tell DPOVER that I had a problem with the packaging when it came. The box was crushed. I don't know if I kept the box. I think I may have upstairs in my room. It was crushed, but they got right back to me and said, listen, no problem. We're going to make sure that we put extra protection into the canvases. Thanks for letting us know. And that's the kind of customer service that you want when you shop with a company. I wouldn't say that DPOVER is a small company, not at all. If you go over to their website, there is so much to learn there. If you have any curiosity about diamond painting, how diamond paintings are made, what the facility looks like, and they put everything right out there. There's full transparency there. And they do more than diamond paintings, I should tell you that too. They have diamond painting supplies and tools, and their prices are competitive. Their shipping is quick. Their customer service is great. And they do have signed artists also. So let me just try and get these You know, this is a thinner plastic cover. Is a plastic cover a make or break for me? No, it's not. It's just, it is what it is. A lot of people just tear these off anyway and they put release paper. I do not, because I'm a creator and I like to see what I'm looking at, and I like to see the painting and see where I'm going. This is fabulous. I'm looking at the purple in here right away. And here's another thing that I'm going to tell you, and I told you in the previous video. If you, well, you do, I'm sure you do, you have a cell phone, okay? Now, I can't really allow you to look at this with a naked eye, okay? Because now my naked eye, I just see symbols and maybe some color. But when I look at this through the lens of my camera, oh my goodness, what a difference. What a difference. And I think that that's why we fall in love with unboxings. I know there's a bunch of people out there, and I don't understand it, who don't like an unboxing. I love an unboxing for this very reason. When you are looking at a canvas through a camera, and do this for yourself. Open up your box, set up your little camera, and just, you don't have to talk. Just open it up and look at it. Look at your drills. Put them all up one by one, each color. Look at them through the camera. Because let me tell you, I lost, or I thought I lost 4 bags of drills. Who loses 4 bags of drills? I do, but I didn't. Because when I went back and looked at my unboxing, they were never there. So, another thing to do. But when you look at your canvas through the eyes of a lens that has 100, sometimes, I know mine does, it has 100% magnification, it photographs in the dark. I just really enjoy looking up at my, and in fact, when I'm talking to you, I am looking at my camera. I am looking at the detail of this canvas that I can't see with my eye. You know, it's a running joke on my channel. I literally saw a duck in one of my videos. They were like, what the heck is she talking about? A duck is not a raptor. Well, thank God I had my camera then. I was like, wait a minute. When I went back to do the editing, I'm like, that's not a duck. The heck was I talking about? So ever since that day, I look at my camera. Gorgeous. Look at the feathering in here. I just really want to see these drills. I don't know. Now, this is the one thing that I don't understand. This is the code. You're going to see this on every one of the bags. You're going to see that if you put this away and you put this away, you're going to know that this is the number right here, 18-1AB518440 times 40 times 50. You're going to know that that's what that is. There's a legend on the upper left-hand corner and there's a legend on the lower right. However, there's no name. There's no company name. There's no logo. There's no logo. There's no tagline. And there's no artist name here. So I know that this is called Raven, maybe Raven in a Broken Tree. And I know that it has it's almost like looking at a raven through a window, if my memory serves me right. And I just saw it and I loved it. And I love doing ravens. One of my members took one of the Make Market. There was one that had a raven in it. And she didn't complete the whole canvas. She just cut out the raven and she put this on her journal and it looked stunning. So, you know, sometimes we can't, you know, I only did that with one of my canvases where it was such a mess, but it had so much sentimental value to me. I wanted to complete it, but there came a point where I just said, that's it, it's over, I'm done. And I cut the canvas. I love it. I wish I would have been able to do the whole background because it had a watercolor effect, but I cut it out. So there are sometimes ways of saving a canvas or using it for something else altogether. Would I cut this? No, because I like the background too much. But you could. I mean, I just thought that was such a brave and courageous thing to do, to take that little raven that she had, and she was like, I put this in my journal. I cut it out. She cut the outline of the raven out and she glued it inside her journal so that I can always remember the raven event that I did with Elisa Maria. Oh, I just thought it was wonderful. And I give you, you know, I give all here. So let's look at these drills. Let's look what's going on. Here's your little sheet here. Now, you don't get a sticker sheet because everything has been labeled on here. Although, for me, I am dyslexic. I can't go by these. I just can't. So, you get, how many are in there? There is 36, I said? 37. You get the symbol. You get the DMC code. I would believe that this is the weight and how many packs are in here. How many drills, actually? 1,700, 1,900? I don't know whether there's two different here. Or maybe there's two packs. No. And the weight, I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot more information than you probably need. But it's here in case you ever have to refer to it. I could tell right up top are the AB drills. So let's take a look. I just did Fragments of the Soul. That was the previous video that I did. My mistake. I did that unboxing as part of my either Self-Care Sunday or a reading that I was doing. And I really thought that I sent the unboxing off to DPOVER, and I guess I forgot. Well, I guess I forgot. This is a square. The other one was a round, so you get to see both now. It's a little busy. It's a little confetti heavy. I'm not going to lie. Even the other one that I did, the round, that was also confetti heavy because I thought that it was just a black and white with like splashes of color. It was really, oh God, it was a grayscale. It was beautiful. You'll see it. Fragments of the Soul. Look at how nice the drills are. I'm just looking at these. I could see flat backs. I don't see any tabs. I don't see any dust or dirt. I don't see any static. Really nice. This is a deep, deep plum sort of color. So it's number 154. The symbol is not A. The symbol is not this. Oh, this is just indicating that it's a square, 154. But you would have to look up here to see what 154 is. 154 is number 1. And then here's the ounce weight, 11.1, right here. So it's number 1. Number 2 is going to be number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's look at. No, the symbols are not on here because number 9 is letter A. Number 10 is letter C. So the symbols are not on here. You're going to go by the number. Okay. And you're going to look it up. So 1 through 8, that's what their symbols are. And then number 9 to number 28 are going to be the alphabet, A through Z. And then number 29 through 37 are going to be symbols. And they're all pretty much the same. They use a percentage sign, a star, a plus sign, an equal sign, a question mark, a lowercase a, h, and t, and an arrow. Very simple, very simple. I like that. So we have, let's see if we can find the numbers. So I see number 1 in here. I see the burgundy. I see number 1, number 3. Number 1 and number 3 are around the border. So here's 1 and here's 3. It's going to be that plum and, of course, 310 black. Again, the drills, look at how nice they are. I'm just, you see me pulling them out. No problem with them at all. No staticky. They really are nice quality drills. Let me see here. This is 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's look. I see 1 and 3 still in here. I don't see any other number. How about 2? How about 3? How about 4? Oh, they're more on the inside. 2, 3, and 4 are along the inside here. And then we have these gorgeous colors that are, there's one, let's just say 1. This beautiful plum is going to be throughout because it's even in these wings here. Let's look at the rest of the colors. Let's look at the ABs. They're in the back here. So we have 666, number 37, which is that arrow going up. I would think it would be here. Okay, and then we have number 36 is the small letter T, and number 35 is a small h. So there's 3 ABs in there. Small. Here's the arrow going up. Here's the small letter T. And what did I say the other one was? An H. Oh, right here. So here's the sun. And then you're going to have this in the background. Here, let's see if we can find a D, number 11. Well, that would be the smarter way to do that, wouldn't it have? So here is number 11, D. And what else is here? V. V is number 25, and you are right here. Here's a little percentage sign. That's number 29 right here. I'm doing the colors of the raven. So you have the purple, you have the black, and you have 3371. Oh, I think that this is that, yep, it is. It's coffee brown, ultra dark. Ooh. And that's what I liked about the other canvas off also. I thought it was a black and white. There was no 310. If you go and look at the previous video that I did, it's called Fragment of the Soul. It looks like a black and white with just splashes of color on it. There is no 310 at all in this canvas. Where is the 310, by the way? Number 3. It's in between here. Oh, I already told you that. So that's what's going on. Here's your raven colors. Here's your background. You're going to have the ABs in the background. 2 different colors of red here. Yeah, 666 and 606 AB. Here's your AB colors. Really beautiful. I'm going to link them. They're having a big Black Friday sale. Check out the accessories. I do have an affiliate link. I think they use it just to track me. That would be helpful because I really enjoy this company. This is a canvas, and I enjoy this company because when they ask me what if I would review, I get to choose which canvas I would like to review because they are also canvases that I am going to do, which I will be doing my raven, or B, that I gift to my members. I do that. I did that during my raven event. I gifted a lot of extra canvases that I had to them. Let's take a look at these ABs. Here's the toolkit. Very basic, you know. And I think things like this keep the cost down. Now, I know that this is a very basic toolkit, but I say this to every toolkit that I open from every single company. I don't care how fancy it is, how nice it is, or how basic it is. This is all you need. Put your squishy on. Do that. Don't do like me. And if you have a hard time getting it on, just wet the pen. Put the pen under water. It'll slide right on. But use your squishy. You get a thin 3 multi-placer. I love that. I love it. And then you get a fatter one because we don't know, right, which one you're going to be comfortable with. So here's a fat one. I think that this is like maybe a 6. It's not marked. Okay, but start out, if you're a new diamond painter, start out with your single placer. This is all you need. You're going to take your time. You're going to get the pens and the trays. You're going to get the wax and the putties. You're going to get all that stuff because you're going to be hooked. And go over to DPOVER because I noticed that they had these. I didn't get this from DPOVER, but they absolutely had these little pens like this that I love. You're going to get all the goodies, all the bells and whistles, but get started first. And really, all you need to be a diamond painter, you get 4 plates of wax here. Just peel the piece of plastic off. Here you go. Flat surface. Here you go. Your wax is in there. You're ready to go. You want to learn how to multi-place? This is going to pick up 3 or 4. There you go. You're ready to go. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see. Let's take a piece off. I'm loving this purple that is all over. I know you want to see sparkly ABs. We'll do them too. Let's do that and that. And let's pull this back. I'm going to put these back in order the way that I had them in here. But, you know, I want to see what's the stickiness like. And I want to see what these drills look like and how they come out of the package. So let's start with this one. Number 1, my hands are so dry. Is anybody else suffering with the dry hands? Let me give you a little tip, another little tip. I have one of these. They're called lily pads. But take a piece of sponge or something that you can wet your fingers with. Oh, gosh. There you go. 1, 2, 3. You'll be able to open this up now. I'm not left-handed. Why did I dip my left hand? Here we go. just give it a little zhuzh here. Let's take a look at these in here. Shake them. I would say, as a new diamond painter, if you do want to go out and get yourself something, get yourself a nice tray. There's really not any height on this. Yeah, there's really not any height on this. So I have next to me, I have my Art Dot drill tray. I just don't want to make a mess here. There we go. Get yourself a nice drill tray. Give them a shake so that they all turn on their backs. A little tap. And here you go. Your drills are going to line up. You want them to line up like this because you want them to line up like that on the canvas. If they're not, if they're turned over on their backs, if you see like a break in the line, which I don't here, it might have a tab on it. A tab will stick out. It won't make the line straight, but my line is straight. So I'm going to put this on the ones. I push it over to where the line is, and it gives me, I know that this is on my diamond painting pen. Kind of hard to diamond paint this way, upside down. But if I wanted to multi-place, I'm going to just push it over to one side. This is going to pick up 4. Look how nice and neat they are, right? Do I have 4? Can I put 4 ones down? Oh, I should have thought about that first. Is there a line that has 4 ones? Oh, here we go. Here's a long line right here. Right here. There we go. 4 ones. And boom. Look at that. Look at how nice and neat they are. And pretty. And I'm using the basic toolkit. I'm not using anything fancy. They're right here. Not using anything fancy. You can. The fancy stuff is nice. Hey, we like treating ourselves. We're kind, and we're sparkly, and we deserve all the sparkly stuff. Oh gosh, this is a canvas I'm really going to enjoy doing because the color excites me. I was talking on my self-care Sunday, and I decided during my self-care Sunday to do some not just journal work, but I was showing off my journal, and I was telling my audience that the colors that I use in my journal, whether it's just what color pen I pick up, you know, there's all the great pens today. You can go to the dollar store and you can get some fabulous gel pens or highlighters with sparkles in them, or Crayola crayons. You have to spend a lot of money. And sometimes I work stuff out in my journal, and I know what kind of mood I'm in just by the colors that I use. You might also want to practice picking up drills with a tweezer. I never thought I would be able to do this, but I use this as a meditative practice, and I take my time, and now I love placing with a tweezer. Oh, I'm going to get into trouble here. I'm going to get in trouble here because once I start this, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. Who would want to stop? You know, so you can practice your checkerboard method where you diamond paint every other square, right? Or you can just use your pen. Pick up, put down. It's that easy. Everything has been done for you. You don't have to think about anything. You know, I paint, I draw, I sketch. I got to think about everything. I got to think about what color to use. You don't have to do any of that here. You just pick up and put down, and you create your masterpiece. So there's the purple that's going to be throughout this canvas and in the Raven. And and I like this size. This is a size that I would leave downstairs, down here where I am. My art room is upstairs, but I would leave this down here. And, you know, if I was watching TV or something with my husband, let's just do this here. Which one did I pick up? Where did I do it back? Here we go. Let's not get things mixed up. Number 1, here we go, in here. Now let's look at where this is number 36. It's the small T. I should have picked an area. Okay, right here. Here he is, right here. Okay, small T. Let's get another art dot tray. I got a stack of them here. Let me wet my fingers again. There we go. And this is something else that I do with my trays. I get my little, I get like a little crayon and I write the symbol in there if I have multi-trays out. There we go. Let's put 3 in here. Oh, this is, I'm sorry, T. This is T. Shimmy shake. Little tap. Look how pretty these are. Wow. Gorgeous. And this, number 36, symbol T. That's how you do it. Get my little diamond painting pen. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm dropping things. Where did I say? Where did he go? He went right here. You could see where my box was scrunched right there. It'll level out as you diamond paint. I was watching diamond painting with Laura, and she was she puts her diamond paintings that she's done with under her bed, and she had a problem with one diamond painting. She was like, "Oh, look, it finally like leveled out from being underneath the bed." So you could do that. I've done that. Oh, I wanted a bigger T section for you guys to see how pretty these are right here. Is there any more? Oh, here's a few. Oh, I wish they were next to the purple. They're not. Any more? Oh, here's like one here. Just one. Oh my. There's a few maybe. Oh, and I'm picking up AB drills with wax, and I'm surprised the wax is not pulling out of there. It'll do that. So wet your, let me load this up. When you're picking up AB drills, and if you have wax, which you do, make sure you give it a little tap, wet it, so that it doesn't pull the wax out, because it will do that. AB drills will, because they have a coating on them, they will pull your wax out, and you'll have like, they'll look like they're wearing little hats. So just give it a little tap, tap, wet. And also, I like putting my AB drills on with a tweezer. I do. I just don't like them having anything on them. Even though this wax is not sticking, which is great, they have a coating on them. It's what gives them the Aurora Borealis effect. So I like picking them up with tweezers and putting them down. Unless there's a lot. Like I have done canvases, of course, with a lot of AB drills on them. Nordic Winter was one from Dreamer Design. Okay. There are your, look how gorgeous they are. Oh, all right, I'm getting into trouble. Getting into trouble. You want to look at the yellow? Let's look at the yellow. Oh, I knew I dropped one. There it is. Here he is. He's going to get lost again. There you go. Get in there. Put this there. And now let's do the yellow one. The yellow one is the Sun, number 35. It's a small letter H. Oh, we could do a lot here. Okay, let me wet my fingers again. Don't lick your fingers. Don't lick your fingers. Here we go. I am so impressed. Look at how straight these drills are. And like I said, if they're not flat on the back, they'll pop up. They look like a little, they have like a little curve to them. Or if they have a tab on them, the line won't be straight like that. Really pretty. So I'm going to use my 4-placer. I'm going to dip it in the water here like that, so that it doesn't stick to my drills. And then I'm going to give this another shake here. I push it over to the side so that I could pick them all up neatly like that. And then this is weird because I'm usually not used to this exposed space here. I don't want to put my fingers on my, see, I don't like doing that. I just stuck my finger in there, and the oils from your hands will create a bold spot on your canvas. But I could tell that glue is really sticky. I don't even test, like I watch other creators and they test how sticky the glue is and they stick their hands in there. I'm like, nah, I would never do that. I just pull back the canvas. I pull back the sheet, and you could, well, let me wet this again, and you could see, you know, how sticky it is. It's very sticky. Look at how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Let me get these ones in along the side so that we can get a full row here. Don't touch the... And then you can use your tweezer. Woo! Well, I just shot them off. It was a little bit too... Okay. I squeezed them a little bit too tight. They were in there. You know what it is? Know what that was? The glue was so tight. People seal their canvases, and I think if I was going to have my canvas out, I would also. However, you know, this glue, I just put this down. It's already curing. It literally grabs onto the drill, and it starts curing. So I'm doing a little bit of a skip one. I'm diamond painting on the diagonal here. I'm skipping one, and I'm going up on the diagonal. So you see that this is like a checker. This is a checkerboard. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in. You diamond paint that way also. You'll get a really straight line. People like to do it like that because they like hearing that crunch in between the drills. But I find that when you use a tweezer and you do a checkerboard, you really don't get the crunch because you're so neat. Hear that? Okay, well, I had a little disruption. I had to get the door delivery, and then someone else came in. My husband was on the phone, and so what I did was I laid more of those purple drills down while I was waiting for him to get off the phone. I have to tell you, there is... the reason why I'm just jumping in is because when the drills are like this, when they are just so nice to work with, you really, you know, it just takes over. It's just such a joy to work with drills that are just so nicely, just so high quality, you know. And I have to tell you, I find that DPOVER is very competitive with their pricing. Look at how nice. I mean, it's just beautiful. I could just sit here and do this right now, but I have other things that I have to do, unfortunately. But this is going to stay downstairs with me. I really thought I was going to leave the other one down. I think it's the size. It's the size. It's doable. I could put this on a TV table while I'm listening to something on YouTube. My husband and I watch a lot of lectures and stuff like that. So I'll be doing that. Please check out DPOVER. Check out their sale that they're having. It's an amazing one. And just like I said, just look at any one of these packages of drills. They're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning in color. Thank you, DPOVER, for allowing me to review and have something that is so special to me. This raven. It's actually a beautiful piece of artwork. I will link it in the description. I'm in love with it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. This is something that I would take out during my holiday. The other piece that I did looks like something that you would, it's museum quality, I think. The Fragment of the Soul, which was the first video that I did for DPOVER today, because I've done other reviews for them. If you want to see the other ones that I've done, there's a playlist that says DPOVER. But the other painting that I did just reminds me of something that I would see in a gallery. I am absolutely going to have that framed and have it put up. It has such an emotional pull to it. I think you'll really like it. I think you'll really enjoy it. I just want to sit here and diamond paint this. But anyway, I got to go. Thank you, everybody. I will see you as always in the next one. Have fun Black Friday shopping. I know you guys are having a ball. Enjoy. Bye.